Hello, I just thought I'd send over a quick presentation of my idea. I know it's been hard for us to sort of meet up and talk about it in person, but I just want to thank you for, this privilege of having a space and walk you through kind of the idea and concept so you know what it is I want to do. So this is Portraits, and here's the project summary. The main concept is it's an interview style format with guests sharing their stories, struggles, and trauma while showcasing an artist who will draw their portrait in real time. So this structure will look like each interview having a different artist and a different guest. So each, interview episode is going to be a little bit different. And that's kind of what I want, is for the artist to bring their own unique style and for the guests to have their own unique story. So there's always something beautiful coming from it and something unique. So the artist will have about 30 to 40 minutes to, draw or paint, use a traditional medium to encapsulate the guest on the show. But then it'll be cut down in post. I'm thinking right now I'll post on the YouTube channel a longer version and then a cut down version. But that's sort of where we're at right now with it. Just so the artist has enough time and then, the guest doesn't feel rushed to get through their story. It's going to be about 30 and 40 minutes of actual filming. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the structure in the concept. But I also wanted to walk you through the mission statement. And that's going to be to shed light on unique life and mental health struggles while providing a platform where people from all walks of life can have a space to share their story. That's the heart of it, basically. And so here are the concept visuals. I think it'll just help for you to understand kind of what I want it to look like. It's a 2-camera setup, a white background, which you guys at VistaBeam have. And the interview will rotate between a straight-on shot and a 3/4 shot. And with the 3/4 shot, the artist will be in frame, so you'll get a glimpse of what they're working on throughout the interview. And that leads me to the artist. I have 2 people confirmed for the first episode. Eden is the first one. She has been in multiple galleries. She's very talented, very good at drawing portraits, which is the most important aspect. But yeah, I'm very excited that she has confirmed because she is very, very talented, has her own art studio above Liberty Station in San Diego. And then Nathan is going to be the first guest. I thought about this quite a bit. He grew up traveling to different countries because his parents did missionary work as Christians. And so he moved around before coming back to America, and he grew up in the church. His family was heavily involved in the church, but also he had to grapple with, being gay and, coming to terms with that being a part of himself he can't really change. And so I think it's something in the Christian community that should be talked about more, and the whole point is to shed light on things that need to be talked about more. So I talked to him, and he has confirmed. He said he'd love to have a space. I don't want the interviews at all to be biased or seem like they're, progressive or more conservative in views. It's just about people sharing their story. That's what matters the most. All right, and then we have our outcomes. I really think this will be just a great experience for everyone involved. I personally am not thinking money. That would be great if the series took off and then, it could become something bigger. But my heart is really to just bring exposure to different kinds of people, and there's so much beauty in them being captured by artists and their story, and them as themselves are made into an artwork. That's really what I want from it. But the guests are given a platform as well to speak about lesser talked about issues, like with Nathan. The artist is given exposure through the series with the ability to link their social media in the finished video. So artists also gain exposure. Collaborators, that would be you guys, are given exposure and provided with advertising within the video. I actually do have an idea that I think would be pretty cool. where I have my friend, the videographer, who's going to be on this project filming and editing, coming into Vista Bean during open hours and taking some B-roll of drinks being served, latte art being poured, particularly by Annie because she's so good at that, people enjoying like hanging out, and then having like a part of the video that's like, this is brought to you by Vista Bean, and so you guys get, you know, advertising and, you know, visibility through that as well. I think that would be amazing. And then viewers will have the opportunity to connect and learn about various struggles and feel seen by connecting with these people represented in the videos. So yeah, that concludes my presentation. I would love to talk more whenever you're free, but I know you guys are busy. But yeah, I wanted to show basically my clear vision for this project, and I would love to schedule a time to meet up and do a dry run with the two people I'm working with are Phil Wolthausen and Dakota Douglas, and they are, like me, ex-Cult members, and so we are this little team trying to get this off the floor. So let me know what you think or if you have any questions.